What's up, guys? How you all doing? And welcome to another Maker Monday. Today we're going to be checking out a few different things. I'm going to show you some stuff that I got. So it's going to be kind of like a mailbag, I guess, in a sense. Show you guys some stuff about what's upcoming on the channel, as well as talking about what's going on. So first things first, talking about what's coming up on the channel, guys. One thing that I will say is coming up is Maker Faire. So if you haven't checked that out, Wichita Mini Maker Faire is coming up April 26th and 27th. If you want to meet me in person, you can come by the Exploration Place, which is a museum. It's a ton of fun. It's a museum, all hands-on exhibits. Everything you do is hands-on, as well as you get to see all the cool maker stuff for Maker Faire. So it's kind of a double whammy. It's really cool. Like I said, Exploration Place, which is here in Wichita, April 26th and 27th, Mini Maker Faire. So if you want to come meet me, definitely check that out. Number two. Got some cool stuff coming up. A most requested video that I've seen in my comments has been the Home Assistant Lovelace UI. That is coming up this week, so stay tuned. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button and you also ring that bell. Make sure you ring the bell, because if you don't ring the bell, you don't stand a chance of seeing any videos. And I don't know if that bell really works anyway. So in any case, but I mean, it does and then it doesn't. I mean, I'll see content from one of my subscribed people that is like, I don't know, it's been forever since I've seen one of their videos pop up in my feed, and then I go look and no, I'm subscribed, the bell is rang, and they've been making videos, tons of videos, but I don't get alerted, so it's kind of weird. But like I said, you don't get alerted at all if you don't click the bell, so definitely ring the bell. Check me on Twitter. That's a big one. I always post out a post whenever I do a new video. I post that on Twitter. So if you have alerts turned on Twitter or Facebook, you can find me, misperry on Facebook. Links are all down in the description, but I always post out videos on Facebook. I post out the, that a new one is out on Twitter and stuff like that, as well as some other places. So find the social links down below if YouTube is not letting you know when the videos are coming out, so that way you don't miss anything. All right, so another cool video that's coming out, or at least that will be coming out, I got to get all the pieces to it, is I'm going to be building a Raspberry Pi arcade. So I'll show you some pictures of it. What a Raspberry Pi arcade is obviously it's like a miniaturized arcade, that is run off of the Raspberry Pi. All right, so I'm going to be building that for you guys. Seems to be that you guys are really enjoying the build videos. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you like, what you like. I totally love to hear from you guys. I know that a lot of you are kind of quiet and you don't really say a whole bunch, but I know you're watching because I can see my analytics. So definitely let me know what you like, what you don't like. I mean, it's totally fine. Constructive criticism I will always take. If you're just trolling, obviously I'll just ignore you. But if you give me good constructive feedback, which a lot of you have, and I thank you for that. It's been great. It helps me figure out what I'm going to do, plan what I'm going to do, make things better, make the presentation better. I'm going to see if I can't get some better cameras, so that way we can kind of up the game a little bit more. I try to do that every so often, kind of update some things and make just the video experience a little bit better for you guys. So anyway, I know you guys like the build videos, so I will definitely do more of those, and that's exactly what this Pi Arcade is going to be. It's going to be doing more build videos. So we're going to build that from scratch, but I'm going to be using a CNC carving tool, and the one that I've selected is the X-carve by Inventables. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but they've made an upgrade to their package. It's a lot more robust now. It has a lot better cable management and things like that. So I've looked through lots of different CNC carving systems, and it looks like the X-carve is one that looks worth the purchase. Now, it is not cheap, so I'm working on seeing if I can't procure one to review along with this video, trying to work with them to see if maybe I can get one to review. If not, I will just purchase the machine, and then you guys can see that. And honestly, it's going to be a good buy for the channel, because then I can do a lot of stuff. You can scribe PCBs with the thing, you can do engraving, you can do all kinds of neat stuff. So if you're a maker of any kind, or you're maybe a wood carver or something like that, it actually looks like a pretty cool tool. So expect a review or something, like I said, expect to see it probably in the Piecade video that's going to be coming up, as well as probably will look to see maybe a review on it at the least if I can procure one. If not, I'll just get one. So they look really cool. Check them out over at Eventables. So I'll see if I can't get one of those for that Picade thing, and I'll show you guys how to draw everything up and basically do your 3D modeling, but then export it all and all that stuff in that video. So it ought to be worth the see to see a lot of really cool stuff and really cool tools come together to make something that is going to be really cool. Another one that I'm going to be releasing that's going to be coming soon, another video, will be the, in fact, I keep looking over here because I'm trying to figure out if I can pick it up. I don't think I can. But I've got a acoustic levitator system. This thing is fun, totally fun to mess with. It's basically, it uses sound waves to levitate objects. And you can purchase this as a kit, which is pretty darn neat. And I've put it together. It's actually not too bad to put together. Now, I will say it does require an oscilloscope to fully make sure that it's working properly. I mean, you can probably get away with just being very careful, but it helps to have oscilloscope to test things with, because you're checking phasing and things like that to make sure phase angles and stuff are correct. So it helps to have a oscilloscope for this. And like I said last time, for last Monday, our tool of the day was oscilloscopes, and I mentioned the USB one, which is for a pretty affordable price. It will work fine with this kit. The only frequency range that you're going to be dealing with is 40 kilohertz, and the Handtech scope I think I talked about was like 16 or 17 megahertz. So you should be good if you purchase one of those if you're wanting to have a simple oscilloscope for that. But in any case, that will be coming out pretty soon as well. Probably in the next few weeks, we'll probably be bringing that video out to you as well. So some really cool stuff that I'm really excited about to show you guys. So definitely stay here and check that out. So that basically brings us to our tool of the day. And today's tool of the day is going to be a small pocket-sized FLIR camera. This little guy is it is the FLIR 1. It is basically for your smartphone. They sell it in two different types. They sell one for that has a USB-C connector on the end of it for your Android phone, and then they sell one that has the iPhone, iPod, iPad, they all use kind of the same connector, or the Apple connector. Basically what it does is it attaches to the bottom of your phone. You may have seen me use this in other videos, but it attaches to the bottom of your phone in basically your phone's charging port. So here I've got my phone. So it plugs in here. One thing I will say that is fantastic is because a lot of times you get these devices like this that plug into your phone or whatever, and your phone it can't be in a case. You know, it can't be in a case at all. You have to have like the bare phone. Well, who runs around with the bare phone, right? I mean, everybody puts a case on your phone. You know, I mean, you're just asking to trash out your screen or break your phone, right? So the cool thing, what I love about FLIR is FLIR has thought of that. You have an adjuster. There's this little adjuster that you can twist, and it'll basically adjust it up and down. My wife's walking by and waving at me. Oh, she's going to be vacuuming, which means we got to close this up. Well, good thing we're on the tool of the day. So you just adjust this up and down, and it basically you can get it longer if you have a thicker case. It's fantastic. They really thought through with this guy. So the FLIR 1, this will do a thermal imaging. It does it'll do grayscale, I believe, and it'll also do the normal thermal masking. The great thing, the coolest feature about this that I will say is it actually has, if you look at it, you might be seeing that it has two cameras. It actually has one that's the actual IR camera that has the IR receiver on it, but then it has a regular camera. The cool thing about this is with the app that you download on your phone is this will actually overlay an actual high-res image over the top of the actual infrared spectrum image that it's producing. So you actually can make out the device that you're looking at. So you don't just see a blob of rainbow colors essentially showing the thermal imaging. You'll actually be able to make out that you're looking at a circuit board, that you're looking at a panel board, that you're looking at a motor, that you're, whatever you're looking at, you actually get to see the image of it with the thermal basically gradient laid over the top of it. So that is another really awesome feature that this camera and this camera alone has, all right? These things are not that expensive. If you go look at FLIR's website, you know, for a professional grade FLIR, they range anywhere from $500 to like $1,200 to like $6,000 or $10,000 or something like that. So you can get really expensive. This guy works fantastically for small things like, you know, looking at maybe your panel board at home. The thing I use this for the most is circuit boards and tracking down where maybe a short is. That is fantastic with one of these. Or if maybe you're just wanting to see, maybe you got a Raspberry Pi and you're trying to overclock it and you want to see how hot it's going to get in real time with this, you can totally see that kind of stuff with this guy. It's a very useful tool. And this guy is in the around $200 and some range is where this guy's at least US dollars. It's $200 and some range. Fantastic buy. I went ahead and bought the waterproof case for it that I have right here. It comes with a USB cable for charging. That's one thing that's kind of a pain, is you do have to charge it. It has its own little battery. And the only thing that I worry about is what happens when that battery dies. Like if you leave it in here for a very long time, I don't see any way of replacing the battery that's in this thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a high grade battery and it doesn't ever die. So well, that's the only thing that I would say is kind of a pain, because if it's not charged, then it's not going to work. I wish it could work off of the phone's internal power, but then again, I don't know. Maybe they did that on purpose so it doesn't suck your phone battery dry. I don't know. Well, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in on our Maker Monday. Definitely check me out on all the different social medias, links down in the description. And basically hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, because you know you definitely will miss out if you don't ring the bell. And maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Check Twitter, check Facebook, so that way you don't miss when I release a video, because we got some really cool stuff coming up as I've described here, as well as check out my Patreon link. Go down there and become a patron today. If you get the highest tier, I'll send you a little goodie bag of sensors and fun stuff to work with. So definitely check out the Patreon link. I also do videos that are exclusive for my patrons, lots of learning videos out there where I teach electronics, I teach programming. I've got some new videos coming, so my patrons that are watching, new videos are coming. I got them in the works. It's just I've got these different projects that I'm doing at the same time, so it takes me a little bit to do videos, but I promise there's gonna be more exclusives coming out, so definitely hit up Patreon for that, as well as if you become a patron, you support the channel and help me with buying equipment and buying stuff so that I can show you guys, the viewers, so it goes all right back to you in features and content and improved content. So guys, thank you so much for all, and have yourselves a wonderful rest of the day and a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video.